Some dreams are too heavy to carry, especially when they're made of gold and pride. In 1998, Jonathan Hayes was the youngest investment banker on Wall Street to earn a seven-figure bonus. At 29, he had everything: the penthouse, the car, the applause. But behind his confident smile was a man obsessed with one thing: being remembered. Jonathan grew up poor in a small Ohio town where success was measured in survival. His father, a mechanic, died in debt. His mother worked two jobs to keep their lights on. Jonathan swore that his life would be different, that money would never own him the way it owned his parents. By 2008, Jonathan was a legend. His firm, Hayes Capital, managed billions. He built glass towers in 3 countries and turned risk into religion. But when the financial crisis hit, the numbers began to whisper betrayal. His closest partners fled. Investors demanded answers. The empire he built on ambition began to crack under its own weight. In boardrooms filled with panic and pride, Jonathan refused to surrender. He mortgaged everything to save the company, ignoring every warning. "I built this from nothing," he shouted one night, "and I'll die before I lose it." He didn't know how close he was to keeping that promise. A year later, Hayes Capital collapsed. The headlines called it the fall of the golden prodigy. Jonathan lost his home, his reputation, and every ounce of faith he had in himself. He vanished from the financial world. No interviews, no redemption arc, just silence. But one winter morning, an old employee found him in a small coastal town teaching financial literacy to teenagers. When asked why he disappeared, he smiled faintly and said, "I used to think wealth was freedom, but it was just another kind of chain. Now I teach kids how not to build their cages out of gold." Ambition isn't evil, but when it blinds you to everything else, it becomes your prison. Jonathan Hayes didn't lose his empire, he shed it. And in the ruins, he finally discovered what his father always tried to tell him. A man's worth isn't what he earns, it's what he learns when he loses it.